Hi, I'm Kat, and in this date night get ready with me video, I will show you how I style these clip-in bangs. I start by putting my hair up in a ponytail, wetting the bangs, and then I use these clips and I put them in place where I think I'm going to want to wear these bangs on a regular basis. So I'm just using this attachment on my blow dryer with a nice big round brush to get any of those kinks or waves out of the bangs from them being squished in the packaging. Next, I'm brushing through the bangs and trimming the sides, and I just cut slowly at a downward angle with my shears. You want to make sure that your shears are pretty sharp for this. Then I needed to cut the short portion of the bangs, and the way I did this was I tucked the longer pieces behind my ears and then brushed forward the shorter pieces of the bangs and made sure that I had all of them brushed straight down. Then I pinched those between my fingers, and this is the way that I always cut my bangs when I had regular bangs. I just held them tight and then trimmed across with my hair shears, and by doing it this way with them gathered in the very center between my eyes, I created a slight curve in the bangs. So they're going to be longer towards the side of my face and shorter in the middle, so I prefer to have them with that slight curve, and that is pretty much the length I think I want them. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out this clip-in piece. It's very easy to remove, and then I'm going to start in putting in the extensions. Now I'm adding some extensions not for length, but to add more volume to my hair. I'm clipping up the bangs behind me just to get them out of the way. There are several of these smaller pieces in this 7-piece set from the hair shop. This is in the Bodywave, and what I do is I just do a little bit of hairspray at the roots and then a little bit of teasing with the teasing brush, and that is perfect to hold that in place. So I put one of the smaller pieces in, then I parted my hair about an inch to a half inch above that line, and I added another one of those small pieces in the very center. Then I parted above that, and this is where I did quite a bit more teasing, and I worked it out to the sides of my head as well, and this is when I used the larger pieces. So these are the two largest pieces that come with this 7-piece set. Then I clipped in the next largest piece above that, and then above that I filled in with all of the smaller pieces. This set comes with a really good amount of them, so I did one of the small pieces in the back, and then I did one on each of the sides, and at this point I just went through and teased all of the hair on top of my head. Then I parted my hair in the middle and put all of the hair back into a ponytail to get it out of the way for makeup. I started with this hyaluronic acid serum from Measurable Difference, and I love hyaluronic acid because it holds so much water into your skin. Then I used the Clarins Everlasting Compact Makeup, and this seems like it's really going to last a long time. I've been using this makeup a lot and I've hardly made a dent in it. Next, I'm using the Hana Skincare Cosmetics Bronzer in Ibiza. This is their lightest shade and it looks perfect on my skin, which is surprising because I'm so pale. Then after that bronzer, I used my Brow Bar to Go from Gerard Cosmetics, and I'm just filling in my brows the same way I always do, doing a line underneath the brow and then filling in the tail. After that, I used my Coralista, and I just like to use the brush that comes with it. After that, I used this IBY Beauty Eyeshadow Primer, and then I went in with the Pure Pro Etienne palette. I started with Stripped. It's this really light cream color, and I did that all over both of my lids, all the way up into the brow bone. I dipped into Legend and patted that onto my eyelids. I like to build this up by patting it in rather than brushing it on. Then I dipped into Faux, and this is mainly just to build up some depth around the crease and the outer corner of the eyes. Then I went in with Moni, and I added that over the dark areas to add a little bit of contrast and this nice cranberry undertone. Then I blended that in with a clean brush. Then I dipped into Penny on my fingertip, and I put that on the inner corners of my eyes, then took Dreamer and brushed that over my eyelid. After that, I added this sparkly brown Cocoa Puff from my Natural Eyes palette, and I used this to build up a bit of a cat eye effect and blend it out with a clean brush so I have the illusion of the shape without it being too much of a harsh line. After that, I dipped into Dreamer again on my finger and put that on my brow bone, and then I used a dark brown eyeshadow on a wet flat angle brush as my eyeliner. I did both of the upper lids as well as the outer half of the lower lids. And after that, I curled my eyelashes and then used my Almay One Coat Multi-Benefit Mascara, and then I add just a little bit on the lower lashes as well. After that, I used my All Hours concealer from YSL, and this is a really great concealer. It feels light, but it's really fantastic coverage. I like to just blend this in with my finger so the heat from my finger will help it blend into my skin and it doesn't crease. I set it with this Maybelline mineral powder, and I'm just using the same sponge from my Clarins makeup palette. So I pat on quite a bit of this mineral powder, and then I just brush off any excess if there is any. Most of the time it just absorbs right in and makes this really beautiful satin finish, but if there's any left on the skin, I just brush it away with a clean fluffy brush. After that, I used my Bella C liquid lipstick in Love Fest. So I had this nice full head of hair from the extensions, and the last step was to add the clip-in bangs. Now these bangs are so incredibly easy to put in. It only takes a few seconds and they look amazing. I just used the 4 clips and they instantly felt super secure. Then I just brushed them down with a round brush, and then after that I sort of integrated the longer pieces of the bangs into the rest of my hair. I like to do this by just curling large sections of hair away from my face, and this adds really gorgeous soft waves that aren't too structured. After that, I grabbed a little bit of hair from each side of my head, then I just used a mini claw clip and clipped that in comfortably to the back. I spritzed it with a little hairspray, and that is my go-to holiday date night hair and makeup. Thanks for watching. If you want to try out these gorgeous pieces from the hair shop, there are links in the description below, as well as a coupon code so you can try out these extensions and try out bangs for a night without having to commit. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed this video, please click that like button. It really helps me out.